So welcome back guys to this channel. If you like what I'm sharing with you guys, hit the like and subscribe button and share this video also. Don't forget to share. So today we're going to jump into Bitcoin. As usual, we're on the weekly chart. We're on the weekly chart. I went down to the weekly. We were showing the monthly. We went down to the weekly to zoom in into the chart a little bit to see some other things. What I'm going to pull up here is, you can see what I'm going to put is the 50-week moving average, and the 100-week moving average, and the 200-week moving average. What you can realize is whenever the yellow line is the 50-week, whenever Bitcoin is below the yellow line, we're usually in the bear market. Whenever Bitcoin is above the yellow line, we're usually in a bull market. So you can see all this while we were above the yellow line, 50-week moving average. We tested the yellow line here over here in our first bear market. The bear market became official when we broke this yellow line over here. As we said, where did it take us back down? It took us back to the 200 moving average, the red line. What you can see here in those moving averages, it kind of shows you a clearer picture. So here we have cycle 2, the wave 3, like we explained in previous video. You can see we went up in price, we peaked over here, we came back down, tested the yellow line as support. We tried going back up again, but we failed. We broke it. It now became resistance. Remember guys, everything is based on support and resistance. Everything in this market is based on support and resistance. So in this cycle we broke below the yellow line. That was when we were officially in the bear market. We tested it as resistance, it became a resistance, and we continued down to the red line, to the bottom. Started when we broke this yellow line. Same as we said, Bitcoin went up in price. In the previous bear market that we just finished, hopefully finished, we tested the 50-week moving average as support. Then we finally broke it here. We came down, tested the 100-week as support, and got rejected by the 50-week again, just like always in the previous cycles. It became resistant here and we fell down. The bear market was official after we broke the yellow line. Where did we get to the red line? If you're wondering why this time around Bitcoin spend a lot of time below the red line and what it means for the future, we'll explain that in future videos. And you can see here Bitcoin barely closed weekly candles below the red line in previous cycles. We'll get to explain it later on. So basically that's it. Now so in this video, what I'm going to show you guys is some couple of charts that shows us where we are currently in the smaller time frame, and whether it's a good time to invest or not. Like we said, Bitcoin currently is in the golden zone, like we explained in earlier in the previous video. What I'm going to share with you guys now is what I'm going to do is turn on the 20-week moving average and the 100-week moving average. Usually not yet. Now, should you just look at one chart and just make a conclusive decision that that's it? No. In crypto, because there's no certainties, there's mostly it's probabilities. You shouldn't just look at one chart or one strategy and act based on that. You need confluence, and you need to see more confluence in the charts for you to make a better decision. So if you can realize, this is like we said, 20 and the 100-week moving average, and every time Bitcoin moves up and gets down to the golden zone or to the cycle low, as said, those are phrases used in cryptocurrency. Cycle low, it's like the end of the bear market, which came in here, and each cross here has a lot of weight that it carries, and it means a lot of things. It shows a lot of things in the market. If you can analyze here, back in 2015 we had a cross in 2015, precisely here at this candle, right? If you can realize, when Bitcoin had its, when the 20 and 100 week moving average crossed, it usually spells that the bottom is in, or it usually shows that's the cycle low, that the Bitcoin had the lowest pivot point. Realize you had a cross here roughly a week or two before the cycle bottom. This was the candle that marked the cycle low in 2015. If you realize the cross happened here, after 1 or 2 weeks we had the cycle low, which was this candle. So we continued. We built a beautiful market structure for our next bull market. When did Bitcoin started moving up again? Is when we went above the yellow line and we started holding a support, and then we had another cross opposite of this cross. If you realize, this is when Bitcoin started moving up again. So we showed 2015 cycle low. What we're going to show now is another. Those crosses happen, they don't happen so often. They happen once every couple of years, not every day, not every month. They happen every couple of years. This current cycle now, 2019 cycle, if you can see, we also had a death cross on the weekly. Those are called death cross. The opposite is golden cross. When the yellow line crosses below the green line, it's a death cross. When the yellow crosses above the green, when the yellow crosses above the green line, it's a golden cross. So if you can realize, also in 2018, 2019, after Bitcoin peaked here, we had our corrective wave, the bear market, which got us down to roughly 3.5k. Also spent some time here building a healthy market structure for the next cycle. If you realize, here we had a cross here also. Where did we have a cross? Right, precisely at this. Let me make it. Where did we have a cross? Precisely at this candle. This was our cycle low, candle low, the lowest candle. This spelled the cycle was over. So let's continue. Also, we had a continuation Bitcoin started a new cycle again, like we can see in the charts. What did Bitcoin currently do? When did we have a cross? We had a cross over here, like usual. What does this death cross means? When the 20 week crosses the 100 week, it usually spells cycle low. The bear market is over. As you can see, we had a cross precisely here, but after 1 week we had the cycle low, which was the bottom, cycle low bottom. This candle spelled the end of the bear market. So, and what I'm going to share next, and then my next chart is we're going to go also low. We're going to go deep down on this into a smaller time frame and show some other confluence. So basically now what you can understand from this moving averages, it usually spells the cycle lows. Whenever you have the cross, it usually means that the bear market is over, that we've had a bottom here, here, and here also, like we discussed. So in this chart I showed you earlier the weekly candles on the bigger time frame, the crosses on the weekly. Now we're going to dig deep a bit more and show a little bit the smaller time frame, or the shorter time frame picture. Now we went down, if you can see here, on the 3-day. We're on the 3-day. What I'm going to show you is also golden cross and death crosses on the 3 days. Same thing, we're still looking at the same thing, but on a smaller time frame. It usually projects the near future. Near future, what it means is not tomorrow or next next week, the next couple of weeks or next couple of months. So as you can see here, we're on the 3-day. Usually what usually happens also are death crosses and golden crosses. Here you can see on the 3-day we also had a death cross when the green line crossed below the red line. This is like we said, a death cross, and the opposite is a golden cross. We're showing this to help us look for more confluence in the chart, to help us decide whether is it a good time to invest, or is the bottom in or not yet. So that's why we're looking at the 3-day also. We looked at the weekly, and now we're looking at the smaller time frame. If you realize, in the first cycle of Bitcoin, usually what happens is, after we start our bear market, prices keep falling down until we get to have a cross. If you realize here, we had a cross in December 18, 2014, right? What you can realize here is, after we had a cross here, those are the things that help you see a clear picture, like we said. So after we had a cross here in December 18, 2014, from the red line here, from the cross, down to the bottom, what you can realize, okay, so you can realize from the death cross here to the cycle low, like we discussed, from the cross to the cycle low, it was an average of 50 to 55%, and it took us, you can see here, it took us 32 days, average of a month, from the death cross to the cycle low, right? It took us an average of 50-55%, and an average of a month for the cycle low, or for the bottom to come in. So also in 2018, 2019, also like we said, Bitcoin had a huge move up and went into a bear market. It kept on crashing until we got into a death cross. What you can realize also here, you can see from the death cross, from when the death cross happened to the cycle low or the bottoming candle, you can see Bitcoin crashed down roughly 50%, average of 50%. In what? An average of 1 month also. If in our previous death cross it was 32 days average, we're just taking average numbers, average of 1 month. You can see also in this death cross, this usually is the last leg down in the bear market. It took us it fell 50% down in 30 days, average of 1 month. Let's jump in to the last death cross that we had. Okay, so as you can realize here, also we had a death cross in May 2022. What you can realize here is also we Bitcoin got rejected from this green line, like always in the previous cycles. We also got rejected here. Plus we had a death cross in May 2022. What you can see here is from the death cross to down to the bottom, which we suspect this could be the bottom. We're not 100%. You can never be 100% sure. Like we said, we are looking for confluence. From the death cross here down to the cycle low, if you can see, Bitcoin fell down roughly 50 to 57%, average of 50% or 55%. In how many days? In 36 days, which is also roughly an average of a month. So could this be the bottoming candle? Yes, it could be. There's a high probability this could be the cycle low, the bottom that the candle that became the cycle low, or bottoming candle, as said.